And welcome to a new Let's Play of mine, Red Faction Guerrilla. This is essentially one of my favourite games I played back when it was on for the PlayStation 3 and I think the Xbox 360, I'm pretty sure it was. And all things considered, this is one of my favourite games because of the environment. You know, it was pretty much a really good third-person sort of GTA style thing that they were going for on a Mars sort of flat plain landscape, if you will, with the many mountain rocks and whatever, with incredibly fun destructible environments. Okay, so yeah, that's kind of why I wanted to get into this. Now I need to explain something here. First off, I'm using mods with this game that are essentially going to make the game harder for me, because I remember playing this back in the day when I had it for the demo and I bought the game, and I actually 100%ed it on the PlayStation 3. So we're going to be using special mods with it, with the Red Faction's own mod manager, to make the game harder and to implement more gizmos, more gadgets for me to purchase from Somalia. So that's pretty much what the business is with that, and I'll leave a link in the description of what those mods specifically are called and what they actually do. But in the meantime, I'm picking this game up now because I don't generally like to play games out of order, really, because this game is a set of 4, and even though the second game doesn't hold any canon story towards the first and the third one, it is a little bit important to grasp the concept of the first one, even though 90% of this story is based on its own merits, really. But I'm basically going through this first because I kind of want to do a sort of Pulp Fiction Tarantino motif, where I'm playing this game now and I do as much as I can with not just this main game but also the side game as well that came with it. This is the Steam version, by the way, running on this PC, and we're going to be doing this and essentially the new game for it as well on insane difficulty. Now the main thing is I'm going to be playing this game first, and then I'm going to sort out playing the Red Faction, the first game, which is kind of important to that, what ties into the game anyway. For those who are not sure of the Red Faction series, apologies for this, you may feel a bit lost, but it's pretty much best to hold all questions until you see through the whole game, and then hopefully I'll play through the Red Faction game after this. So that's essentially what my plan is anyway, but there are other games that I'm going to consider playing as well. And again, apologies for the microphone as well. It sounds possibly a bit crackly and static if I'm talking. I think my microphone is just wearing out of itself now, and there's not much I can do about it. But instead, I've ordered a brand new microphone that's coming in a few days, and it's also a headset microphone, which, to be honest, I hate. I usually hate those. But because this microphone's picking up everything on the sun, I may as well just bite the bullet and get a proper microphone with a headset, so hopefully it'll be a lot more catered towards me, you know, using all this stuff. So yeah, without further ado, I've sorted everything out. I'm using a controller, which is much better, and we're going to do it on insane mode. So in addition to the difficulty, we're also using a mod to make it insanely, incredibly, there's an ultimate difficulty, if you will, really, and you'll see what I mean later on this game.
Alec Mason, mining engineer, demolitions class C. Report to Parker sector.
Fun ride? Yeah, a blast. How's Mom?
She misses you.
Sorry I missed Dad's funeral. Things here have been hard.
No one expected you to come halfway across the system. What the hell was that?
Well, the EDF. They own the road and everything else. Forget the propaganda. Free Mars is over.
Right faction? Didn't enough people die the last time?
We're under martial law here. Prison camps, torture, death squads. People need something to believe in. Well, this is it. I got your gear over there. So here's how it works. It'll be a couple of weeks before you... wait here.
You've been made by the EDF, so you know what's going on. You're not listening to me. They're looking for you. These gunships were critically
I've seen her somewhere.
I doubt it. Like I was saying, the sooner we get to work, the sooner we get paid. Come on.
Alright. Here we are.
Here's the site I was telling you about. It was a research outpost once, before the Marauders killed the scientists.
Marauders?
Marauders.
You don't want to be caught out here after dark. But it's a good place to find salvage.
I'm here to mine, not hunt for scrap.
Sorry guys, bear with me. I'm just going to sort out one thing. Sensitivity is a little bit too high for me personally. A little bit too high for my liking. Anyway, let's go now.
On Mars, scrap is like gold. Got your sledgehammer and charges? Good. Let's see what you can do. Shit. Up in the sky. EDF gunship. Didn't think they'd be out here today. I'll keep an eye on it. You get the salvage.
Alright, so a lot of things happen right now. I have no idea why. The cutscenes are so loud, even when I've tried to turn them down. I wonder what happens if I... Wait. Oh no, it didn't save my settings. Bear with me guys, sorry, I'll be right back. Okay, ladies and gents, sorry about that. I've remapped all my keys again, so hopefully it works now. Just seems to be, thankfully. I don't know why, I saved it before and it just didn't work. It apparently didn't save them all, so hopefully things are working now, hopefully. But yeah, let's see what happens if I hit him. Whoops. What the fuck, you guilty bro? Actually, I've never done that before. Oh wow, okay. Failed that horribly. Whoops. Oh,
Here's the site I was telling you about.
gonna have to
It
go
was a
through this
research
again?
outpost once, before the Marauders killed the
Yes.
scientists.
Marauders?
That's spazzing up.
You don't want to be caught out here
Oh,
after
we have
dark.
to listen to this again.
But
Sorry,
it's a good
guys.
place to
I
find salvage.
completely should have carried on. Anyway,
I'm here to mine, not hunt for
what I'm
scrap.
going to be doing in this Let's
Mars,
Play is I'm going to be
scrap
breaking
is like
down
gold.
all the episodes into
Got your sledgehammer and
30
charges?
minutes to 40
Good.
minute
Let's
bits
see what you
each
can do.
time. It may go a bit
Shit.
longer, but I don't
Up in the
really
sky.
want to sort of aim for
EDF gunship.
doing it
Didn't think they'd
an
be
hour
out
long
here
each
today.
time this time anymore,
I'll keep
because
an eye on it. You get
it's
the
just-
salvage.
it's a little bit difficult maintaining all of this stuff. And is it meant to be our car over there? Like, I've never been this far before. I never really thought about it, I suppose. That fog looks really weird for some reason. I don't know why. But yeah, I'm going to be breaking this down to shorter videos as opposed to what I was doing well, as opposed to what I was doing before. I was pretty much doing it in 30-minute, half an hour segments, my previous Let's Plays, and if the levels were shorter than that, then so be it. But this is like a whole different kettle of fish with this sort of Let's Play. Invisible wall. And I'm going to be doing things... Well, I'm going to be trying to do this 100% Let's Play anyway. So that's going to be what the whole thing's about. So yeah, in addition to the difficulty...
See that salvage on the ground? Pick it up so we can trade it.
Really? Never would have guessed. Yeah, so essentially the whole game is revolved around you collecting salvage in order for you to purchase new weapons and upgrades for those weapons. And it pretty much is that kind of the premise of the game anyway. So it's got a very GT-esque style for it. And there is one thing as well. The game is not so... Jesus. Really weakened by hammer blows. That's what I've noticed. So that's great. We have a real fun time knocking things down with this. But I forgot what I was saying now. Yeah, it's gone. It's completely gone. I'll try and figure it out. I was talking about salvage and talking about getting it, and then you need to purchase upgrades. But there'll also be additional items that you can buy thanks to the mod. So we're going to try and do that as soon as possible. Can I go through this thing, man? Jeez. Like I said, I'm going to try and do this 100% all the way through, like doing all the side missions and the main ones.
Take down that big structure right there. Right now you can set 2 charges before you detonate them. Remember, you can swap weapons and still use the detonator.
Oof.
Come back to me if you run out of charges.
I can, but it's really sensitive. The control scheme is definitely a lot more finicky than it should be.
Hurry up, Alec.
Dan, what the hell is going on? Who's the girl?
You know what's going on. Alec, the Red Faction could really use a guy like you.
To do what? What are you people doing out here?
Whatever it takes.
I'm not a terrorist, Dan.
You think I am? The EDF are wiping out towns. Alec, we need help.
Hey, you got me into enough trouble Earthside. I just want to do honest work here.
That's what we're fighting for. If we don't resist, they'll take everything.
Enough!
You'll see I'm right about this.
Oh, you certainly will. I'm trying to think now. Why isn't this... Yeah, I got plenty of explosives. So basically, yeah, it's a little bit canon to the first game, and just, you know, I was having two minds and thinking whether or not I was going to play the first game or this game, because this one to me is a lot more better. They went and risked a lot of rules changing with the game's development on this one, but it was definitely for the better. I mean, it was definitely a very well received game, and I personally enjoyed the hell out of it. I really do wish games could be more like this, completely, like open world, destructible environment, you know, heavily destructible environment as much as this, although I can quite understand why games haven't implemented it as much, given that it's quite graphically demanding, having all these little bits and pieces of mesh being constructed into one giant static mesh, if you will, and it pretty much, you know, completely drops the frame rate like crazy. I keep mistakenly switching my weapon. Yeah, so it completely drops the frame rate quite significantly. Even though in this case the game's pretty very stable with a buttery smooth 60 frames per second, because it doesn't really, the game, what it does well is that they were smart to not implement as many buildings and structures for this game. As you can see, it is a whole barren wasteland filled with just these random patches of buildings. So essentially they haven't got a lot of demand for how much FPS is going on in this game, and it will then be very, very forgiving for your gameplay, I would this, and it doesn't even require the highest amount of graphics cards, not even close. So again, this is one of the reasons why I think it works so well, and that I would love to see it in an updated version for a new edition game, you know, depending on what it is. They really need to implement this, okay? It's just so fun to do, and it makes sense. It gives you like a sense of urgency if you feel like you're in a building where you're trying to destroy it, and then all of a sudden it's coming down on you. And I think that's brilliant. Jeez, this thing is taking its time. Although I think one of the mods I had was stronger structures, or fewer, like, lesser explosions. I can't really remember. You're gonna have to look in the description for that, but I will be diligent and methodical about it. I promise I will involve every single detail about what is involved with this specific playthrough. And my controller is rumbling, which means it is establishing that this building is going to come down. Which again, a point that I liked about this game is that you feel the building coming down when your controller moves, and that's a really good niche for having this type on this game. To have on this type of game. I'm pretty much just doing this for myself anyway. You know, I want to play a game like this, and yeah, there are a few people who have done a Let's Play of this already, so, you know, hats off to them and all that jazz. I love seeing this game in its glory, and for what it's worth, it deserves the praise and, you know, appease that it gets. But we're going to be doing it in a much more... Sorry, let me just take off my jumper because it's really warm. We're going to be doing this in a much more appealingly, nerve-wrackingly intense version, because this is not only going to be on insane difficulty, but it's going to be on in addition using mods that I personally think helps the game's core a lot. You know, it caters to them a lot. Before I go to the tower, I'm going to go back to Dan because he's got some more explosives for me. And I think I remember what he was going to talk to me.
Be careful with these.
Did you give me him? Yes, you did. I'm a big boy, don't worry. Yeah, so I think what I remember was saying was when that cutscene played, they was doing a lot of throwbacks to the first game. Propaganda and Free Mars. That's something that you will eventually see if you were to go off and watch a Let's Play of Red Faction 1, for those who haven't played it. Or simply wait for mine, either way, because I don't really want to spoil the story, but that is a lot of, it's got quite a few throwbacks to the first game, including what he was talking about with Marauders. Yeah, if that hits me, I'm dead. Ouch. It kind of did hit me, but thankfully I didn't die. But as you can see, you lose a significant amount of health if something simple like that does fall on your head. And man, this hammer is crap. I'm tempted to just like enter in that code that gives you like a golden hammer. No, it doesn't matter, I guess. And it fell on my head. The developers were smart with this game. I really like the way it's been pandered out for, you know, its time. I think it was brilliant. It's a shame that the company, THQ, is kind of like gone, you know, dead on the water now, given that the few flops it has. I forgot it was THQ or Violation. It was one or the other. That developed this game, but they're gone now because the fourth game did not receive well at all, and for good reason, to be honest. I saw the trailer and gameplay for the fourth one, Red Faction Armageddon, I think it was called, and oh my goodness, it wasn't the best game. I just want to say that it was terrible, in a lack of a better word, which was such a shame. They kind of went back a few steps. I mean, you'll see what I mean with what they were doing, what they were up to. Alright, so if I just try to strike this out, will it fall on those towers. I'm trying to get it to fall on these because they're explosives, I think. But it can just gonna miss completely. Fine, be like that. Are these explosives or not? Ah, no, they're not. They're not filled with any waste in them. Although these can usually have be quite explosive things. So yeah, definitely want to be clear from these once they explode. Just saying. So yeah, I mean, the fourth game was pretty terrible, and again, I'm not even going to be attempting to do that. All I'm going to be doing is the first and the third one. Clearly not in order. But for anyone who's asking, or if anyone even cares enough to want to watch this and think they want to, like, even give an opinion, you're more than welcome to. I'm just sorry I won't be able to do that. I just think it's not worth my time, and it really, you would not enjoy the game that much for what it is. Go look on Steam and you'll see exactly what I mean. With all the reviews that people have talked about, I mean, I'm just basing this off an opinion that I'm having, that I'm a huge Red Faction fan, but it's not really, like, it's only half the franchise that I enjoy. You know, half the games, you know, they made 4 games and 2 of them are bad, and only 2 of them are great, really, if you want to see it like that. So the ones that are great, they're really, really great, and I have a huge amount of respect for them because they try things that no other game company has done back in the day. And you know, I'm brilliant about it. It's hats off all around. But the terrible games it has, it's like, I can't help but I feel like my opinion is also valid for this, given that I gave a lot of respect for the previous game, and well, I say previous game, the first game. Alright. So now he wants us to come back to him, but we're not going to do that just yet, because I want to collect all the salvage. This game is incredibly unforgiving with the mods I've got installed in this, okay? It is not going to allow me to collect, or at least rather, the weapons and upgrades are going to cost a lot more than what they were worth in the original game. So we're pretty much going to leave this area with full amount, or at least 100 salvage, you know, at the very least. Okay, so we've got 110. Let's see what we can do. How much more we can do as well.
Come on, you almost done?
Oi, chill, alright? I'm gonna be here a while. I'm gonna take my damn time, so chill out. Alright? Don't wanna be raiding my coffers just yet. This is probably not a good idea, me being inside the building. Ooh, is that a refrigerator? Yeah, my controller's rumbling like crazy right now. It's telling me, yeah, you're not being smart about this, okay? Stop hitting it inside and get out the building. Well, you know what? I'm just gonna carry it. Alright. Architecture at its best. Usually the buildings just implode on themselves and just fall flat. But this one decided to roll around, so cool. That's off. Let's see what we can see when doing that and that. Boom! Let's find some more salvage. Get off. I really enjoyed the multiplayer for this game as well. It was quite addictive to it. I actually, like, on the PlayStation, I was actually at like a really high score. I came like, for the longest time I was actually 7th out of 20,000 people, so yeah, I actually got quite far with the multiplayer. You know, my rank was pretty high, but it's only because I enjoyed playing it, really. It's just all about accumulating points, not about how many kills you have on these jazz. But you know, that's neither here nor there, so we're not going to talk about that much. Although hopefully, if I get a chance to play the multiplayer, which is a real shame because it's kind of dead. Not many people play it at all, if any. But if there's ever a chance I'll find people on it, I'll definitely love to record some footage. You know, so we'll see how it goes. Get off. Yeah, I'm just having a well of a time right now. Again, I'm just really like thinking about how much of the story from the first one is actually going to impact your knowledge of this if you haven't played it before. It's just kind of one of those hit and miss things where I will try my best to explain it, but I don't want to give too much away unless you ask me to. And at the same time, see, that's what I mean, like, right there, is you saw it, it imploded, but because I got caught by part of the debris, I lost quite a bit of health. And you can see, look at my health right now. It is recovering super slowly, and it's usually just meant to recover, like, zip, quite fast, as soon as you've stopped taking damage altogether. But nope, that's not happening, not with this mod I've got equipped, and you'll see exactly how it's going to pan out. Once all things considered, it's going to happen like this. Alright, I think we're good here. We've got everything sorted, we've got everything done, we don't need to be in here anymore. Let's do it.
We need to hide.
From what?
Daniel Mason, you are under arrest. Surrender or we will open fire.
Alec, run! Run!
Oh, they called my brother. I thought I destroyed that car. I suppose the game had to have some sort of premise. Roll credits to explain why you're...
The Earth's Defense Force changed the face of Mars. They terraformed so we could breathe the air. They built bases, checkpoints, watchtowers. The Liberators soon became an occupying force. And now they killed my brother. Dan said they'd take everything. For me, they already have.
Drop the weapon. Now!
You guys afraid of a hammer?
Drop it, smartass.
Hey, what right have you got to trash
Your
my...
brother is Daniel Mason.
Yeah, he was. He's dead.
This trailer and its contents have been confiscated by the Earth Defense Force. We're placing you under arrest.
For what?
Don't play dumb with me, Miner. You're Red Faction.
Look, I just shipped here from...
I guess you work fast. We found these detonators among your possessions.
I'm a mining engineer. I have a permit for those.
It just got revoked. Shoot him.
I see a hammer, and I see a bad guy. Boom, 2 and 2 together. You did the math.
They'll hunt you from here to the ice caps.
He said I was Red Faction.
Like it or not, Mason, you are now.
Alright, so...
Mason, my name is Simanya. I worked with your brother.
Lucky you.
I know this is a lot to take in, but you're going to have to trust us.
Why?
Because you don't really have any other option. The commander thought you should have this field manual. It'll help you survive out here.
Archaeologists and EOs have received a research grant that studies early exploration
Alright,
and
so...
settlement of Mars. Their goal is to preserve historical sites and
Yeah, a lot of
artifacts
things
for future
happened.
generations.
They killed my
Of
brother,
special interest are the
which is kind of
recordings left
ironic given that they
online
asked him
by
to
early
freeze,
colonists.
and then it's like,
A
yeah,
worker
freeze for
at the
what? You're
chemical
just gonna
depot was reported
make him
missing
freeze and then
this
that's it.
morning after failing to return home.
Great.
EDF have
Alright, this is my map. I'm gonna zoom in, zoom out. Zoom in, zoom out. The way this game works is that you've got your main missions here, which is... let me go there. Goes really fast. Obtain Red Faction orders, and then you have these things here, which are guerrilla actions. Help the Red Faction by completing the objectives. This will also raise that bar on the right, called... What was it called now? Reputation? Or something? I forget what it's called. Anyway, medium importance. So yeah, you also get to destroy buildings as well, which again is like just giving you the excuse to need to do it. Just completely fine with me. We've got a little map on the bottom corner as well. I didn't mention this before, but that's we're going to pick up a lot of things as well. So yeah, we're going to try and do as much of this game as possible, pretty much all the missions, and I also want to find all of the ores as well, the ores, I forget what they're called, I'm sure they'll be telling me anyway. But this
Your
is...
brother never did know when to quit.
Thanks. So this is where we purchase upgrades from Smiley. This little area here. A little gem. Okay, so what we've got at the moment is we've got the option to buy these remote detonating charges, buy more holders, and we also can increase the amount we can carry. As you can see, a little bit expensive for us, out of our range, out of our reach. We can also buy the arc welder, which I don't think we're supposed to unlock being able to buy these yet. But you know, it is what it is, so whatever. And we also get the option to buy the Reconstructer. Now, this thing is a godsend, if you're completely honest. This needed to be in the original game, because this also... this was an add-on from the mod that I have. And it pretty much means you can reconstruct any building or bridge, or any structure that you've, or anyone else has destroyed. And it's just simply how it is, so we're going to buy
Hope
that.
this helps.
I'm also going to get that
Those
as well.
drones won't stand a chance.
Yeah. So at the moment, we've got those things. Handbook entry. I'm not exactly sure how... Oh, right, that's what right. So there you go. This is essentially what is going on for the first part, and I'll give it another 5 minutes, you know, just to, you know, screw around with this. This thing here is our... before I do anything, I'm gonna save it. Because I remember... Yeah, I had these this, like, previous owned things or anything, but look at that. I had this game from 2009. That was 8... I'm sorry. Is it 8? Yeah, I'm being an idiot now. It's 8 years ago I had this, and yeah, pretty cool, really. Definitely would buy this game again. If it had a HD remake, but then I don't think it's ever going to have one, so let us see what weapons we can have. Whoops. No. So this is pretty much where our locker is. It's got certain weapons that we have purchased, that we haven't purchased. And at the moment we've only got 3. 3 things right now. But yeah, we have the arc welder, which is pretty good. I don't think you can kill people with this thing. I mean, you shouldn't be able to. It should be like a harmless thing, but harmless weapon anyway. But whatever. Before we go to the main mission, we're not going to do that just yet. We're going to go...
If these people aren't willing to fight for themselves, what chance have you to have?
Okay, you're going to need to move. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. That's really finicky. I do not remember the driving being this bad. I really forgot how you activate the data entries. Yeah, so these things here, ore deposits, that's what they are. I'm going to be finding every one of these because they give you a little bit of ore, which is really good. And trust me, you'll want this. The reason why I love this game so much is it has a lot of references to the film Total Recall. Not the god-awful remake, which I've not seen by the way. I only watched 10 minutes of it before I got completely bored. Instead, I'm actually referring to the Arnold Schwarzenegger version of it, which, trust me, is a lot better than what it was. Destroy some things. See, what you've got here is some buildings on the little hood that I've got there. Stop the car. The red ones are low importance, and the ones with stars, the blue ones with black stars in the middle, are medium importance. And you'll see some high importance later on. We'll go further on in the game. For starters, let's just crash. Well, okay, no, let's fail to crash. Through this, and then let's do it again. Wow, we damaged that crap out of that. Okay, so I guess that's one of the things that they've added for difficulty in terms of this mod, which is completely destroying anything that you have in terms of like vehicles and whatnot as well. Also meant to mention that you will go through points where you will need to climb ladders in order to complete certain objectives. So don't be in a rush to destroy all the buildings when you do that. Just saying. Oh crap. Wow, okay. Oh crap, and I'm getting shot. I'm getting shot by something. And my health is not recovering. What the hell? Okay, I'm generally concerned for myself right now. Please tell me I remember. Okay, so there's an enemy there. Or an EDF soldier there. But, and... oh crap, they ran over one. Awesome. Thanks, I guess. Yeah, I don't really like this guy walking around me right now. There you go. Right. So this guy... what did he do? Thanks. Die. Right, so I think one of the mods was the what the heck? What? Dude, he's going nuts with that thing. Ooh, he's still got a pistol. Pistols are actually pretty damn good, I'm not gonna lie. And he hasn't got no weapons, so I don't know what that is either. Okay, he took more than one hit. That's not good. Okay, so as you can see, it is dead easy for me to die on this game. And I actually generally thought I was, so I'm not going to be going in guns a-blazing with this, okay? It's not going to be like that at all. If you do that, you will die. And even look, my health still hasn't come back from what it was before. It's just hilariously against me on this. Every ore you find, you make sure you get it as well. It just makes sense. Okay. The good thing is as well, you can go back to base anytime you're low on ammo and just simply recuperate it. No charge. For you, sir, no charge. I think they've included a lot more vehicles to this game as well that I've noticed that I've not seen before. But yeah, this game is a lot more reference to the Total Recall movie. A good movie. The original. Not the classic. Not the other one. That's it. Boom. Okay, so that was one medium thing destroyed, and I've already got an orange warning. The bottom corner on your little HUD map as well, it starts out green because that determines the effectiveness. Pretty much exactly the same way as GTA. If you do something to piss the cops off, or in this case the EDF, you will be given certain lights, color-coded warning lights, I guess. Green means it's steady, stable, means there's no danger. Yellow means they've noticed and they are, you know, not happy with you and they're going to chase you. Orange means that they are even more, you know, of a threat to you and they're not happy with what you did. And it goes to red, which means they'll stop at nothing to make sure you die, essentially. So yeah. Huh. I only collected one. Oh, there it is. See, they're really difficult to see as well. That's one thing you notice. You gotta notice. You gotta be really wary where everything is. So make sure you do. Good thing is about these as well. You can. Whoa. Did I get shot just now? These are little explosive bars. What the hell? I just heard the EDF. Wait. Oh, there they are. Crap. Let's make sure we get them. Get them all? No. Yeah, they are not kidding around now. Usually you only get like 1 or 2 of them after you, but not 4. Okay, so that generally missed. Gives you a bit of free salvage there. Yeah, so the salvage is a little bit more plentiful. I gave myself that edge at least because everything's more expensive now, so it's only fair. Give me a break, guys. I'm trying to do my best here. I'm doing my best. So yeah, let's see what we can do. Oh my goodness, I almost blew that up. I literally just remembered there was a... it's got like a whole different effect. I forgot that's what it looked like. Yeah, you might want to blow these up. I say may, isn't it? You definitely want it. Oh. Wow, they are really pissed. Like, they're not actually going to stop until I'm either back at base, or... okay, I'm getting shot. No. Well, okay, They take a barrage of bullets. Like, I really don't even know the strategy to solve this. Okay, ow. Ow, okay. I'm just gonna run. Don't fight them, man. Don't fight them. Yeah, see, all these guys, they're getting involved now. Safe house. Never thought I'd be so glad to find it. Right, so there you have it. The safe house. It's now turned the yellow, well, it's turned the orange thing into green now. And that is pretty much how this game's gonna go. Like, it's green, it's steady, no one's after you, everything's calm, and we want to obviously keep it to green as long as possible. And I'm aware that I've gone over my time, so I don't know. We'll see how it goes for an hour, maybe not. I think, actually I'll leave it here. So, sorry for this has been a bit of a slow start for you guys, but again, this is pretty much what's going to happen now. So, thanks again for watching, and hopefully see you in the next part. Take care, guys. It's alright. See, the good thing about this mod is that it literally attracts a lot of EDFs, so they'll just keep coming. Ah. Oh crap. Ouch. I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die. Don't die. Oh no! Oh! Damn it. Alright, guys.